Hey, are you guys beginner craps players? Maybe you're heading to the casino with some friends and you've been wanting for a long time to get onto a craps table. You know how fun and exciting it seems. Okay, so we're going to talk about that today in this video. Guys, welcome to the table here at Blue Dice Craps. My name is Bill, and this video's primarily for newbies to craps who have never gotten on craps table. It looks fun. It looks exciting, but it also looks a little confusing. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. Okay, number one, when you first walk up to the craps table, you're going to be along this side of the table where it says pass line. Okay, and you know they could be in the middle of a game, and you'll probably know they're in the middle of a game because number one, this puck is going to say on. Number two, there's probably going to be a bunch of chips out here and everything like that. Okay, and so kind of casino etiquette is that you wait until this puck goes off before you try to jump in. Okay, so now you see the puck go off, and you come up to the side of the table, and you put your money down on the table. Okay, now those are three $50 bills. Okay, some people would tell you that 50s are bad luck in a casino, and there's all kinds of reasons why. A lot of people don't know that anymore, or don't know the reasons why. So we're not going to worry about that. We're going to pretend that these are hundreds anyway, and you're going to buy in for $300. Okay, so the dealer's going to take your money. They're going to check it, make sure it's not counterfeit. Okay, and then they're going to count you out $300. Okay, and let me see. I get the wrong amounts here, I think. There we go. Okay, so there's 100. And they might give you some quarters. We call these quarters, right? $25 chips. Okay. And there's your 300. Okay, so you're ready to go. Now, before you even put your money on the table, you should probably know what the table minimum is. It's usually going to be on a sign on this side of the table, about where I'm standing, but up on the wall. And it's going to either be like a small little sort of electronic television display, or it's going to be maybe like a plastic placard pre-printed. Okay, so table minimums might be $5, $10, $15, $25, something like that. You're probably looking for the lowest table minimum you could find in the casino, so you want to make sure of that. Okay, now how do you make your first bet? Okay, when the puck is off. Okay, and let's say you entered the table on this side of the table, and it's a $10 table. Okay, the first most common bet, and most people on the table, or many people on the table, will be making this pass line bet. Okay, when the puck is off, this pass line bet is going to win on a roll of 7 or 11. Okay, now 7's the most common number possible to roll. There's 6 possible combinations. No other number on the table has 6 possible combinations. Okay, 11 is not a very common number to roll. There's only 2 combinations. Okay, but with the pass line bet, you're going to win on 7 or 11 on the come out roll. This is the come out roll when the puck is off. You're going to win on 7 or 11. Okay, you're going to lose on 2, 3, or 12. 2, 3, or 12 are the numbers that are called craps. Okay, not 7. A lot of beginners think that 7 is called craps. It's not. 2, 3, or 12 are craps. Okay, I just rolled a 4 on the come out roll, so the dealer's now going to put the puck over here. Okay, now a couple different bets you can make at this point. Okay, you could do an odds bet, and a lot of people are going to tell you to do an odds bet. An odds bet is a bet behind your pass line bet. Okay, this bet now means the shooter has to roll a 4 before a 7. Okay, so before you were on the side where there's a lot of numbers to roll. Okay, now you're on the side where there's not so many numbers to roll. Okay, the 4 and 11 only have 2 combinations, essentially. Okay, so you don't have a real good chance of winning this. Okay, but what's nice is if the shooter rolls a 4 before an 11, you're going to get paid even money on your original pass line bet, and you're going to get paid 2 to 1. 2 to 1. By the way, there's three ways to roll a 4, not 2. I'm taking the money out of your tray, by the way. I'm taking the money out of player's tray. But you're going to get paid a lot of money because there's 3 ways to roll a 4. And because of that, because it's half as likely to roll, the house is going to pay you exact odds of your 4 rolling before a 7 on this odds bet right here. Okay, so please be aware of that. Okay, so again, guys, you have lots of ways to win, and on the come out, you have lots of ways to lose once the number's established. Now, 6 and 8 aren't too bad. Okay, you're going to lose once the number's on a 6. You're going to lose on a 7, but you're going to win on a 6. There's 6 ways to roll a 7 and 5 ways to roll a 6. Okay, so a 6 is much more common. Okay, so for example, if we did this time, we did $20 odds, so that's called 2 times odds. If this point is hit, you're going to win $6 for every $5 you have back here. So in other words, you're going to win $24 on a $20 odds bet. Okay, you're also going to win even money on your pass line bet. Okay, so I'm going to roll this out in a second for it to make a little bit more sense to you. Okay, another bet you might make, okay, after you make your odds bet, and again, we'll put the $20 out there. Okay, let's say the shooter rolls a 9 on the come out roll. You now want the player or the shooter to throw another 9 before they throw a 7. Okay, the 9, by the way, on your odds bet is going to pay you 3 for every $2 bet. So in other words, you have $20 on this odds. You're going to win 30 back here, plus even money on your pass line. Okay. Another bet you might want to make is the 6 or 8. Because remember, I already told you there's 5 ways to roll a 6. There's also 5 ways to roll an 8. Okay, and there's only 6 ways to roll a 7. So a pretty good bet on the table is the 6 or 8. Now, the only tricky thing with these is you have to meet the table minimum. So again, we'll say it's a $10 table. Okay, so your minimum bet on this is 10, but actually your 6 or 8, you want these to be divisible by, you want your bets to be divisible by 6. So really a proper bet on a 6 or 8 is $12 each. Okay, so you might drop the dealer one of your $25 chips and ask the dealer to give you a $12 6 and $12 8. Okay, now you gave them 25. They're going to give you $1 change, and that's your change from your $25 because you only placed $24 worth of bets. Okay, so the 6 or 8 are pretty good bets. These are called place bets. Okay, so you might, when you drop your money down, okay, you might say, I'll place a 6 or 8 for 12 each. Okay, and they'll just go like that and take your quarter back. Okay, now the 6 or 8, when they're placed up here, are going to pay you $7 for every $6 bet. Okay, so in other words, your $12 6 or 8 is going to pay you 14. Okay, if you were betting a 9 or a 5, okay, table minimum is $10. That means you need a minimum of 10 on these. The 5 or 9 on these place bets up here pays you $7 for every $5 bet. So in other words, a $10 5 or 9 is going to pay you 14. So $12 pays you 14 on the 6 and 8. $10 pays you 14 on the 5 and 9. If you put these all the way out here on the 4 and 10, okay, these are going to pay you $9 for every $5 bet. Okay, so that means that for a $10 4, $10 10, these are usually going to pay you $18. Okay, now that seems great, but remember, there's only 3 ways to roll these. In 6 ways, you're going to lose your money if a 7's rolled at this point. Okay, so these are much more likely to roll. That's why they only pay you 7 to 6. Okay, all right, so let's do a couple rolls so you can see how this works. Okay, and let me give you all your money back. Okay, except your pass line bet right here. Okay, and by the way, you need a pass line bet if you're going to be the shooter. okay, up there. If you're going to get the dice handed to you, then it's fun to shoot, okay, and what they'll do when it's your turn to shoot is they're going to give you 5 dice like this, and they might mix them around a little bit. You're going to grab 2 of them, okay, so maybe you like these 2 5s, okay, they're going to take the other dice back, and now you're going to shoot them. Remember, on the come out roll, if you roll a 7 or 11, you're going to win even money on your pass line bet. Okay, it's a pretty good bet. Okay, 7 winner, front line winner. All right, so you just won $10. That easy. Okay, oh, that dollar belongs back here, by the way. Okay, we're still coming out. Okay, there's no point established yet. Okay, good roll on the 7. Okay, there we go. 5, no field 5. Okay, you're going to hear all these terms like no field 5. Well, if you look at the field bets, there's no 5 in the field. So that's why they say no field 5. Okay, guys, we're going to bet. We're going to make an odds bet. We call this taking odds. We're taking 2 times odds. You can go up to 4 times odds on the 5 and on the 9. So usually on most tables, you can do 3 times odds, 4 times odds, 5 times odds. On the 5 and 9, you can do 4 times odds. But remember, you need a 5 to roll before a 7. Okay? There's only 4 ways to roll a 5. There's 6 ways to roll a 7. So you had a little bit of a disadvantage, but the payout on this odds bet is very nice. Okay? The other thing we're going to do is we're going to put a quarter, okay, and you want to put it out here, like way out here by the come, okay? So if you're on that side of the table, you're going to have to kind of throw it in there, okay, and say place the 6 and 8 for 12 each, okay? Or you can just say $12.06, $12.08, okay? And they're going to grab that, okay? And just like I demonstrated before, I'm going to give you your dollar change. As soon as they drop that money on the table, you can pick it up if you know it's yours. They can't hand it directly to you, okay? So they have to put it on the table, okay? Just like when you came up and put your money down, you have to put it on the table. They can't take it directly out of your hand, okay? All right, point is 5, okay? Same shooter. Here we go. Okay, 10 came hard. Okay, that's called a hard 10 because it's 5 plus 5 as opposed to like what we would call an easy 10 would be a 6 and a 4. Okay, 8 came easy. Okay, again, 8 came easy because a hard 8 would be 4 and 4. Okay, you're going to win 15. I'm sorry, you're going to win 14 on your $12.08. So far, so good. Okay, and I'll show you why I said 15 in just a second, hopefully. Okay, point is 5. You're still shooting. Okay, 9, center field 9. Okay, we call that center field 9 because 9 is right in the middle of the field. Right now, you're the shooter. You're only looking for the 5 or the 6 and 8 because you have bets on the 6 and 8. Okay, now guys, when you're not shooting, 5 winner, frontline winner. Okay, when you're not shooting, guys, you don't have to have a pass line bet, so you can just make these bets up here. Okay, and a lot of people will do that too, but a lot of people like this odds bet because watch this. Okay, you're going to get paid even money on your pass line bet. Okay, but your $20 odds, you're going to get paid $30 with a 5 because you're getting paid 3 to 2 back there. Okay, so now you just won. Okay, and lots of people at the table are happy. They're really excited, thinking you got some beginner's luck. The puck is going to go off. Okay, now you don't need an odds bet when the puck is off. Okay, because there's no point established. Okay, also when the puck is off, these bets are also off, so you can't lose these, but you also can't win. Okay, so even if you roll a 6 or 8 right now, you're not going to win money. Okay, but if you roll a 7, you're not going to lose these either. Okay, because you're just coming out. Okay, same shooter coming out. Okay, 2 craps, 2 line away. Okay, you just threw a craps. Okay, so you lost your pass line. Okay, but you're not out. You still get to shoot. Okay, same shooter. Okay, 4 came easy. We're going to mark the 4. Okay, we're marking the 4. Remember, a hard 4 would be 2 and 2. Okay, and remember, you can take 3, 4, or 5 times odds. So if you want to get crazy, you can throw $30 down for odds. Okay, but I'm just going to recommend that as a beginner, you maybe just do 2 times odds for now. Okay, until you start to understand how everything works. Okay, now your 6 or 8 are in play. Okay, as well as a 4. Okay, you want a 4 before you roll a 7 here. Okay, 8 came easy. That's a 6 and a 2 for the 8. Okay, and now, because you have all these white chips and you don't really use a lot of them, okay, you can throw one down and ask the dealer 15 for 1, right? Because you're supposed to win 14 on your $12 8. So you just ask the dealer 15 for 1 if you have too many white chips building up in your tray, okay? All right. Okay, it's a good problem to have too many chips building up in your tray, right? Okay, point is 4. Here we go. Okay, ooh, they hit weird. Yo 11. Okay, now that the point's established, this doesn't affect us at all. Okay, you don't have any money on an 11. Okay, 11's in the field. Okay, by the way, in the field, these look like really attractive. This looks like a really attractive bet because look at how many numbers can win. Okay, plus the 2 pays double and the 12 pays double. Okay, that sounds really attractive. Okay, the problem is that this is a single roll. Okay, so if you roll something that's not in the field, you lose that. If you roll a 7, you lose that. Okay, and so as attractive as it might look, it's only a single roll. Okay, 5, no field, 5. See, you would have just lost it. Okay, you don't have any money on the 5, doesn't affect you. See, so you're going to see all this stuff going on the table, and you're going to think, oh my gosh, it's so confusing. I don't know what to do, all this stuff. You're only worried about your money. You're only worried about your bets. Okay, so keep it simple. Play the pass line, play the 6 and 8. Okay, that's it. Okay, and again, if you're not the shooter, by the way, you're out now. Okay, so you lost your money. Okay, you lost all your bets. Okay, and everybody else at the table who was on the pass line also lost. And if they had place bets up here, they also lost. Okay, not your fault, right? It's the most common number. So don't worry about, oh, I can't shoot because I don't know what I'm doing. All you have to do is throw the dice down to the other end of the table. Okay. By the way, the dice have to hit the table and then hit the back wall. Okay, the green alligator skin thing at the other end for it to be a legal roll. Okay. So if you chuck them and they don't make it to the back, they might count that the first time you do it. Okay, but they might say to you, make sure the dice get all the way to the other end of the table. They're gonna remind you. Okay. The other thing that could happen is you chuck them off the table. Okay. If you throw them off the table, even if they bounce off the table, the casino's not going to be super happy with you, but the other players aren't going to be super happy with you because oftentimes that's considered bad luck. And oftentimes what happens right after that is another 7 is rolled. Okay. All right. Let's do one more round here. Okay. You're the shooter again. Okay. Here you go. Pick your dice. Okay. There's your 2 5s. You like the 2 5s. Okay. I like the 2 4s, by the way. Everybody has their own superstitions. Okay. Dice are out, hands high. New shooter coming out. Okay. 5. No field, 5 on the come out. Okay. Now, one reason why I want you to do 2 times odds every time is because on the 5 and 9, you want your odds bet to be an even dollar amount. So if you do some weird dollar amount, it can work on these other bets, possibly, but not on the 5 and 9, okay? You want that to be just an even dollar amount, okay? All right, the point is 5. Oh, dealer. Can I have a $12 6, $12 8? Sure. And by the way, the dealers will put your chips in a spot that's relative to where you're standing on the table. Okay, so for example, you're kind of, right here would be the stick man, the person with the stick. Okay, you're kind of standing in the number 2 spot. Okay, maybe 1 down from the stick man. And so the dealer puts your chips in the number 2 spot. And if you can imagine what the table looks like all the way around like this, they don't put it on these in-between lines. Okay, so this corner right here would be this corner of the table. This corner right here would be this corner. and different things like that. Now, there people could be standing on the end down here too, so they'll have it set up, but they just have it set up like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or something like that. Okay, dollar change on your quarter. Okay, we're looking for a 5, 6, or 8 right here. Okay, 7 out, 7. All right, that was a bad roll. Okay, because we call that a point 7 out. Okay, no chance to win. Didn't throw a single number after the come out roll. Okay, and now let's just count up your money. Okay, let's say we're done playing for the day. I think we got 5 right there. Okay, and you started off with 300, and you now have $220 left. Okay, so after those few rounds, you lost a little bit. Okay, sometimes playing the pass line, especially with odds, unless they're winning, you're going to lose money quick. Playing the place bets up here, especially just the 6 and 8, that's real easy. Okay, so, and again, guys, it's just etiquette to wait until the puck is off before you throw your money on the table. But you will see other people just come right up, jump right in. Then the dealer's got to make the change and distribute the chips and all that kind of stuff. And then they'll throw a few chips down on the table. 6 and 8, 25 each, or 6 and 8, 12 each, or whatever. Not 25 each. You wouldn't do a 6 or 8 for 25 each. Okay, but guys, it's really easy to get on the table. The dealers will typically help you. Okay, the busier it is, like let's say a busy Saturday night, it may be a little bit more hectic to try to jump on a table. It's going to be more hectic for the dealers too, because they're going to have more bets out here that they're dealing with. Okay, but remember, guys, as much as you hear yelling and screaming and all this, and hard 6, hard 8, horn high yo, all this different stuff, you're only worried about your bets. Okay, the dealers have to deal with all that other stuff. Okay, so all you need to do is worry about your bets. Okay, guys, I hope you like this video, and hope you hit the like. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Watch more of my videos for more advanced strategies. And guys, always gamble responsibly, and always good luck. Thumbs up.